Hello everyone, this is the Synthiota, a product made by Todd Kurt, otherwise known as ToddBot, and it features 8 analog knobs through a multiplexer, rotary encoder, a little screen here, I think it's an SSH 1106 or something like that, a slew of touch inputs, all controlled by NPR 121s, Raspberry Pi Pico 2, audio output via the PCM 5102, and HDMI input and output. So Todd has already made a bass synth alike TB-ish, right? But I decided, hey, let's explore this further. And what I've made here is a drone synthesizer, which you should hear right now. So with this drone synthesizer, I'll quickly explain the controls. So you have all these touchpads, which are chromatic, going from kind of the low, middle C or whatever, all the way up to whatever that note is in there. You have 2 sliders here, which actually control the filter. And so this is the filter frequency. And then you also have filter resonance. And then you have your little up and down buttons, which actually change the waveform. So right now we're looking at a square wave. Let me a little brighter. And then we have a little bit more of a PWM modulated wave, sawtooth, stacked saw. Now you can actually see this on the display, hopefully. Maybe not so much, but it does display the waveform up there. This is kind of like a noisy triangle wave. We have a triangle wave itself. And then we have a sine wave. And then finally, noise itself. And the noise wave is randomly generated each time, although it is repeated. So you still get some tonality in there. Let me go back to that square. So we have 3 different pages of controls. The first page is OSC, oscillator. So we have controls that control the oscillator. Then we have mod for modulation. And then we have EFX for effects, right? And by default, it just starts you out with a square wave. Now, and the first control is level. Then we have oscillators as well. And so you'll notice there are 3 LEDs on. Well, as I turn the oscillator knob up, it'll show go up to 8 different LEDs or 8 oscillators, down to 1 as well, depending on what you want. So I tried my best to use these LEDs to indicate the status of each oscillator, which you'll see that later. So let's hear what that sounds like. So now we're up to 8 oscillators, and let's bring it down. And you'll notice there's detuning baked into this, basically in everything, just to fatten the sound up a little bit. Because if it was all, everything was all the same, you know, the oscillators were all synced up, etc., it wouldn't sound very good, actually. You kind of want a little bit of detuning. Let's bring it back up to 3. Okay, and then the next knob we have is frequency. So that changes the base frequency of the oscillator. Now it's very easy to detune this out of, you know, middle C or whatever. So use at your own discretion. And really the keyboard here is just to mess around with the signal more so than to actually, you know, play, you know, notes. Let's bring somewhere in the middle. And you'll notice as you go through the pages, like if I go up, I'm going to change that knob to a lower value, and I'm going to go back, and you'll notice it doesn't do anything. It's not until you move the knob across the current value that it locks in and you can start modifying. This is just so you don't accidentally make changes to things you don't want to make. The next thing we have is detune. Now everything's detuned a little bit by default, but you can give it even more detuning. And that'll sound especially good once we add even more oscillators. Well, good is maybe not the right word to use here. Cool. So let's bring that down, and the next thing we have is amplitude. Now, this is for the envelope, but it kind of doesn't work the best yet, so it's more like a softness kind of thing. I'm just going to leave it up for now. We do have attack, which by default they're kind of somewhere in the middle, but you can make it really stretched out. So, and likewise, we have release as well, which I can also max out and let go and release for a while. Or we can make it really tight. Cool. And in combination, the final setting we have is glide. Now that's one of my favorite things with these. So this relies on the synth voice library, which I'll leave all this linked below in the description. But glide is one of my favorite things within that library. It just works really well. So right now, there's a little bit. I can take it off, or I can max it out. Takes a really long time. That's really good for certain effects that you want. So I'm going to just leave a little bit of glide on there, maybe a little extra. And you'll notice that the LED turns on the note that you selected, right? Now there is a trick to that, which I'm going to go over, which is on the encoder. The encoder, if you click it in, the button acts as a latch per se. So if I just go ahead and click this in, you'll notice all of the LEDs turn red and the current note is yellow. So if I press another note, that one turns yellow. And that red is just there to indicate that it's latching. And this is really useful if you're actually doing drone stuff. So let's turn that off. Let's go to the next thing, which is mod. So there's 3 different forms of modulation here. Vibrato, tremolo, and frequency, or filter modulation, excuse me. So really the vibrato is frequency modulation, the tremolo is amplitude modulation, and the frequency is, or filter is filter frequency modulation. Let me bring that down. Okay, so let's start with vibrato. So on each of them we have rate, amount. So vibrato rate, vibrato amount, tremolo rate, tremolo amount, filter frequency rate, filter frequency amount, right? So there you go, that's the vibrato. And you'll notice the colors, the hue of the LEDs is changing now on each oscillator to indicate how the frequency is changing. I can change the rate on that. We'll bring it down real slow. Very cool. Now let's take that out. And then let's get the tremolo amount. Bring that up. And you'll see the LEDs change in brightness as you control them. And of course you can combine these things. It's pretty cool. And all the rates and everything are all slightly detuned in order to further emphasize the differences between each oscillator. And then let's look at the phaser. So we have rate, feedback, and mix. So let's bring that mix up. Ooh, that sounds good. And then and bring the feedback up. So I'm latching it now, so we can just play around with that. Cool effects. tack and release, the envelope, will apply to the oscillators as you turn them on and off. So it's kind of a cool way to like gradually bring them in. That sounds like bees now. There you go. So you can do some cool stuff with this. And I could probably be playing around for another hour, you know. So I hope you enjoy. Hope you check out the repo. Check out the synthiota. You know, maybe hit up Todd if you want one. You know, that'd be pretty cool. I have some other projects I've been working on with this as well, which I hope to show off eventually. This was just kind of the first one that I got off, you know, the ground and working with it, you know. So I think it's pretty cool, and I'd love to see what others can make of it. Anyway, have a nice day. This has been Relic. I hope you... I have nothing else to say. I hope you enjoy yourself. Bye-bye.